Hey, IDS 302, good morning. Is it a little too dark? I can't tell. Hey, Saturday morning here. I know things are moving along in maybe a choppy way. Sorry about that. Wow, I can't get this thing to brighten up a little bit. And I'd like to get started with Module 3 because I sent everybody an email yesterday about that, right? So, okay, let's start. First of all, worksheet ones, we're good. I appreciate it because what are we doing? We're setting up phone calls, right? If I look at my 302 online class, I got 25 students here, and I've talked to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 2 calls scheduled today, another one scheduled tomorrow. I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 scheduled all together. So that what's 15. I got 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm off my, okay, I got 12 students who I haven't spoken to yet, who haven't set up an appointment. Okay. It tells me you got to stay on top of it. I'm not giving you a lot to do right now, but when I do give it to you, I want you to get it done. So if you don't talk to me, you can't pass this class because you're not going to be able to do the project because you're not going to have an approval to do it. Remember what I talked about in my last 302? You have to go through a process of literally, you got to get a topic approved by me. Then you got to do a lit review. Then you got to do a proposal and get it approved again. All right. So I'm trying to really streamline this course, and I know I'm integrating facets of the last course with this course and moving forward. Um, so now that we're in module 3, you know, let's get those calls set up, okay? And go with that. I'm trying to remember what worksheet 1 was. No, I think I know what it was. Yeah. All right. And you should know that IDS equals integration, okay? Be sure you know that. It's very important. All right. In fact, let's go with Easter egg number 1 right out of the gates and say, make your call or set up your call. I don't care. Don't have to send me long explanations of what the Easter egg is. I get it. If you say, set up your call, make your call, do a call, I get it. You watch this. Thanks. You don't have to keep going. All right. All right. So the presentations in module 2, I've got to call the help desk on that. I should have did that. It was part of my list to do, and I didn't do it. Apparently, the sound does not work on those things. The slides are still important, and I hope you got a chance to look at those. I'm going to get it fixed, and I may move them to module 3 later. Again, they're for your own benefit. So just like anything else in any class, you can do it or you don't have to do it, right? That's up to you. All of it. All of it. All right. So let's go through that Tanner model because that's what we're going to be using in this course. Okay, is the Tanner model? It's already in module 3. The objectives. Well, let's go to the objectives. Okay, have an approved research question, methodology, and design. The 11 students I've spoken to, I think, are quite happy that we've got that. They know where they're going. They're like, yeah, that's all right, fine. You got to submit worksheet 2 after that, but you can't submit worksheet 2 until you talk to me. Okay. And there's actually a worksheet 3, and I didn't put it in there in the objectives. Why not? Um, and then there's the final issue is going to be to do steps 1 and 2 in Tanner. Okay, wait. Okay, worksheet 3. Oh yeah, that's okay. That's worksheet 3. Got it now. Okay, so worksheet 3 is actually um, the part of the objective of doing steps 1 and 2 of Tanner. That's worksheet 3. Okay, and then number 5 is to investigate what has already been written on chosen topics. This is where I want you to start getting into it again. It's just kind of preparing you. All right, it's not a scored thing, but it's going to affect your scoring later. All right, so this video is worth 10 points. Obviously, it's still going to go through. Okay, learning materials. Read the following. If you did not complete the readings from Module 2, that was Tanner, chapters 3, 6, 7, and 8, approximately 40 pages. Those are a must-read by end of Module 3, okay? Make sure you read that, or why are you here? If you don't want to learn about this and apply it to your careers, your life, then you got to ask why you're doing it. But if not, read those. It's really easy read. It's an easy read. We chose it because it's pretty effective that way. Okay, closely for everyone, review the Tanner model, all right? And we'll be using this step-by-step process integrated with the method design of the project, which we will determine in your phone call. I have the Tanner model here. There's 5 steps. We're going to be using that, but we're going to, like I said, integrate your methodology and design as we talk about it into this, okay? So if when we've spoken to determine your project design, you know who you are, you know who you're not, okay. If If you're doing a quantitative survey, visit surveymonkey.com, sign up for an account, do not pay any money. Nobody pays any money, not a cent, okay? They give you 10 questions. Begin to familiarize yourself with how to create a quantitative survey. I will also put a video out like in a week to show you how to do it, but I want you to familiarize yourself. It's intuitive. You guys grew up with the internet, you know what you're doing. You'll be creating one with no more than 10 questions because it's free. Okay, I'll post a video on how to make your survey, but I'd like you to be ready to go. Also, consider jotting down some possible questions. We've talked about that. I've talked about each one of you. Remember what I said about yes and no questions? Remember what I said about these things? Okay. Do not limit those in number because you can always pare them down and pick the best ones. Okay. I'll be able to discuss when the time comes. We'll want to start working on that. Okay. If you're doing a case study, note that this method design is defined by many or most as an analysis of persons, groups, events, decisions, periods, policies, institutions, or other systems that are studied holistically by one or more methods. Okay, it's a complex project. I'm trying to simplify it down for us at this level. Okay, but it seems to be working. I've never allowed students to do case studies in 302, so this is adventure for me as well. But I think the ones that I've talked to about that have good examples of why that's appropriate here. All right. Be advised that if we determine this is the best route for you, it'll be expected you produce a comprehensive paper utilizing a lot of data, putting in a large effort to bring something new to the analysis. This is just a report, okay? And then begin to collect and organize material, peer-reviewed primary sources, which you may use in your project, okay? Then there's worksheet 2. Again, do not complete this worksheet or submit it until you have had a phone call meeting with me to decide on your project. And you'll see why. It's worth 70 points. This is worksheet 2. I took out of module 2, put it here. I made the point 70, and it's important, and you'll see what I mean. Then worksheet 3 is to define and do the first 2 steps of the Tanner model, okay, step by step. And that's worth 80 points. And that's going to be it for this week. So it's going to be intense, simplified. There's readings involved. There's preparation involved. There's getting your topic, which is involved. Okay. Now, I'm going to remind you, let me just give you Easter egg number 2 before I get going. I'm going to say Easter egg number 2 is the Tanner model. The Tanner model. Remember to use that one, right? Okay. So here's the thing about this course. I'm going to reiterate it to you, and if I'm telling you this on your phone call, just say stop. I know, okay? Because I don't. But remember, this course, it got dropped. I'm not making excuses. It got dropped in my lap on January 3rd, and I was on the road, still 1,000 miles away. I didn't want to just go back. Or my colleagues said, "Well, just go back and do what you're doing." I don't want to do that. It's better for you as my students to, I think, experience the way we're going. We're moving ahead. Okay, we wanted to change it in session B. Session A comes. Let's do our best. So yes, am I flying by the seat of my pants? I apologize, but yes. But I'll tell you this. I will assure you, you will not get blindsided by any work. Okay, you'll not get blindsided. A. Number 2, A, B. I will give you plenty of notice. And when I err, I always err on the side of my students. Okay, so not going to be, really a dictator here to get this stuff done. I want to see you get through this course. Be patient, be flexible as I add the modules. I know the syllabus is off. I know this. I know that. If you want to rip me in the evaluation, you got it. Okay, but I'm telling you that I'm aware of it. I've got the sequence getting through it. So far, doing great. This project, 5 steps. I should have a lot of that posted modules by the end of next week, and we'll move on from there. But this is what it's going to look like. You're going to do a project that we're going to talk about, then you're going to apply it to a particular methodology and design, and you're going to articulate it through Tanner's model of integration. Okay. Remember, what I'm up against here and you're up against is 3 things. Number 1, it's a 7.5-week course. No researcher in the right mind is going to do research in 7.5 weeks. It's just too tough. Okay. So, but that's what we're expecting out of you. That's a difficult proposition. Number 2, you're interdisciplinarians. You come in this class with a wide range of concentrations, none of which are alike. Maybe there's some business com, but essentially, I don't want to give a one-size-fits-all project because there is no one-size-fits-all project. Not if we got sustainability and criminal justice and family human development and business and sales and marketing. It doesn't make any point to me to try to fit something for everyone. So this is why I try to talk to everybody. My colleagues think I'm crazy, but I think it works well for you guys. Okay. Number 3, this might be the first time you're doing university level research. different than high school research, different than researching a trip or researching a car, a new car. It's about, like I said, adding knowledge, however incrementally, to the body of knowledge in your field, in your area. That's a tough ask for undergrads in a 7.5 week course. And so, therefore, like I said, I'm trying to be realistic. I want you to go through a process that's legitimate. Okay, that's not just like playing with Lincoln Logs. You're going to be the architect instead. Build a log cabin and try to get you. It's a crawling stage of research. If you think of crawling and walking and jogging and running and sprinting, and as you look at the buildings at a university and you see research buildings and this and that, this is what goes on. Okay, they're adding knowledge, and ASU has been the #1 school for innovation uh, for a few years in a row, I believe. This is what innovation is too. It comes from research and knowledge and doing things differently. So I'm spouting that off, but I just want to give you that context again, why this course might seem a little different. But okay, it's a good experience in my opinion, because isn't that, kind of like real life? You get sidetracked, you get on something else, you get thrown a project in your lap, you got to react, you got to keep it together and get through it. You guys are doing a great job. Remember to contact me if you have any questions, comments, and concerns, and especially you got to contact me to get your topic, or you're going to spin your wheels and you're not going to be able to pass the course. All right, so we'll keep this baby right about under 12 minutes. The last Easter egg is be flexible. And I don't know what that means, really. I'm just talking about, your patience in this course, the way you're getting ready to work through it. And so, I mean, actually, it's not a good one, but let's use it. Be flexible, okay? All right, you guys and gals, have a great week. I'm posting this as soon as I can. Forks up. Peace.